The laws of the universe are supposed to be unbreakable, but out there, beyond the stars, something went wrong. Objects exist that shouldn't. They defy gravity, time, and logic. We've seen them, and no one knows why. Because somewhere, somehow, the universe is broken. The planet without a star. They call them rogue planets, orphans of the cosmos, worlds torn away from their parent stars, drifting endlessly through eternal darkness. According to every model we have, planets shouldn't even exist like this. A planet is born from a star's cradle, sculpted by gravity, warmed by light, given purpose by orbit. Take away the star, and the planet should freeze, shatter, or vanish into the black. But these worlds didn't. Astronomers first thought they were errors, glitches in data, but the truth became impossible to deny. Telescopes began finding them everywhere. Not dozens, not hundreds, but billions. Whole populations of wandering planets floating alone, lost between galaxies, with no sun to call home. Their skies are pitch black, their days, endless night, and their only companion is the cold. Some might be corpses, shattered remnants of solar systems ripped apart by cosmic violence. A passing star's gravity could have flung them into the abyss, exiled forever. Others might have formed in the dark itself, born without ever knowing a sunrise, a kind of planet that follows no rules. No atmosphere should survive that cold. No core should hold heat for billions of years. And yet, some of these planets glow faintly, as if something deep inside refuses to die. There's one in particular, a massive lonely sphere hundreds of light years away, radiating heat from within, far more than its size should allow. It burns faintly blue against a backdrop of nothing. If it has no star, then what keeps it alive? Is it collapsing under its own gravity, fusing hydrogen like a star trapped in limbo? Or is there another process, something we don't understand, fueling it from the inside? Every discovery of these dark wanderers points to something disturbing. The universe may not need stars to create worlds after all. These planets shouldn't exist, yet they move silently through space, unseen except for brief, eerie flickers against neighboring light. It's as if nature itself is experimenting, rewriting the recipe of creation in the shadows between galaxies. A planet without a sun is a planet without life, without purpose, without home. And yet, they drift on, survivors of impossible odds. Maybe that's the lesson hidden in the dark. Even when stripped of everything, light, warmth, belonging, some worlds still find a way to exist. The galaxy born too soon. When the James Webb Space Telescope opened its golden eye to the dawn of time, astronomers expected to glimpse the faint glow of the universe's first fragile stars, nothing more. But what it found left science trembling. There, at the farthest edge of the observable cosmos, lay fully formed galaxies, enormous collections of stars and gas, existing when the universe was only a few 100 million years old. That shouldn't be possible. Galaxies are supposed to take billions of years to coalesce. Gravity needs time to pull matter together, to ignite stars, to spiral them into majestic arms of light. Yet these galaxies, bright, structured, and ancient, appeared when cosmic history had barely begun. It's like finding skyscrapers standing tall the morning after the Earth was created. Every model of the Big Bang tells us these galaxies shouldn't exist, and yet, their light traveled over 13 billion years to tell us they do. Most scientists assumed a mistake. Perhaps Webb's instruments were misreading distances, or the light was distorted by cosmic lenses. But as the data poured in, the evidence stood firm. These weren't errors, these were real. Entire galaxies that had no right to exist so soon after the birth of everything. Some are as massive as our Milky Way, filled with billions of stars supposedly formed within a fraction of cosmic time. For comparison, our own galaxy took billions of years to grow that size. These did it in hundreds of millions, a cosmic instant. So how did they cheat the clock? Some theorists suggest new physics, an early burst of star formation beyond what our equations predict. Others hint at darker possibilities, forms of matter or energy we've never encountered, that accelerated structure before the universe was ready. If that's true, our entire timeline of cosmic evolution collapses. The universe may have been organized long before we thought it even cleared its primordial fog. Imagine it, vast, mature galaxies shining when the cosmos itself was still an infant. Their light flickers through the telescope like ghosts from an age we still don't understand. Silent proof that something out there built the universe faster than nature should allow. These ancient giants stand as monuments to our ignorance, whispering one haunting truth through the void. Creation came earlier, and it came stranger than we ever imagined. The star that refused to die. Every star lives by a rule, a balance between two colossal forces. Gravity pulls inward, crushing everything toward the core, while fusion pushes outward, releasing the energy that makes the star shine. That balance is delicate. Push it too far, and physics itself demands collapse. According to every model we know, no star larger than about 150 times the mass of our sun can survive its own weight. They should collapse under their gravity, ignite beyond control, and tear themselves apart. And yet, some stars don't. Telescopes have discovered titans, luminous monsters 200 or even 300 times the size of the sun, burning with violent stability. Their outer layers should be gone, blasted by radiation. yet they remain mysteriously intact, glowing with an intensity that defies the math. By all logic, these stars should have destroyed themselves long ago. Instead, they stand like rebels against the laws of stellar evolution, bright and ancient, daring the universe to explain them. How could they exist? Some researchers suspect that what we see isn't just light, but deception. Maybe these stars are actually merging clusters, a trick of perspective. Others propose that their cores are supported by forces we don't yet understand, perhaps new states of matter with exotic pressure that resists collapse. And then there's a stranger idea, that these stars are not stable at all, but are being constantly replenished, fed by something invisible. If that's true, then these impossible stars are more than anomalies. They're laboratories of broken physics, vast furnaces hinting at hidden laws. Every attempt to simulate them fails. Every calculation ends in destruction. Yet through our telescopes, they still blaze, mocking the math. Their light crossing millions of years to reach us is proof that nature still has secrets we can't decode. They are too bright, too massive, too alive, each one a defiance written in fire against the cold logic of space. And as we watch them, knowing they should not exist, one thought lingers in the silence that follows. Maybe the universe doesn't just allow rule breakers. Maybe it was built by them. The black hole that grew too fast. In the beginning, everything was simple. No galaxies, no stars, just the afterglow of the Big Bang slowly cooling. Then, far earlier than it should have been possible, something monstrous appeared. Telescopes looking back into the earliest light of the cosmos have found black holes so enormous, billions of times heavier than our sun, that their existence breaks every known law of growth. How could something that massive form so fast? According to our understanding, black holes are born when gigantic stars collapse under their own gravity. From there, they feed on matter, slowly growing over billions of years. But the ones we've found appeared when the universe was less than 1 billion years old, far too early. It's as if they skipped the slow climb entirely and started as ancient giants from the beginning. Some scientists think they were born different, that the first stars were unlike any we know, collapsing instantly into colossal seed black holes that grew at impossible speeds. Others believe entire clouds of gas may have collapsed directly, bypassing the star phase entirely. But even those ideas strain belief. For these monsters to reach their size in so little time, they would have needed to consume matter at rates the laws of physics should forbid. Something or someone must have fed them, and what they became, we now call quasars, galaxies with cores so bright they outshine everything around them. Their light has traveled for billions of years to reach us, carrying a paradox with it. Because when we see them, we are looking at an era when they simply shouldn't exist. So what fueled them? Did the newborn universe carry a hidden source of energy, a mechanism beyond matter and radiation? Or did something we've yet to discover awaken them, unlocking growth no natural process could explain? In the end, these black holes are more than mysteries. They are cosmic warnings, proof that the early universe was far more violent, far more organized, and perhaps far more deliberate than it should have been. Some grew too fast to be natural, which raises one terrifying thought. Maybe they weren't. The signal that came from nowhere. It began as a noise, a brief, almost invisible whisper in the static of the cosmos. Astronomers first dismissed it as interference, a flicker in their instruments. But then it happened again and again, across different telescopes in different parts of the sky. Each burst lasted less than a millisecond, yet carried as much energy as the sun releases in an entire year. These became known as fast radio bursts, FRBS, among the most powerful and mysterious signals the universe has ever unleashed. No one knows where they come from. Some emerge from nearby galaxies, others from the farthest corners of the known universe. They erupt without warning, brighter and stronger than any natural phenomenon we understand. One theory says they come from magnetars, neutron stars with magnetic fields billions of times stronger than Earth's, but their behavior defies even that. Some FRBs repeat at eerie intervals, pulsing with near-perfect rhythm, while others vanish after a single echo. The repeating ones are the strangest. One pulses every 16 days, with a precision rivaling atomic clocks. Nature doesn't usually work like that, not with such consistency, not across billions of light years. And beneath the noise, some bursts seem to carry patterns, faint, mathematical order hidden inside chaos. That's what unsettles even the most rational scientists, the possibility that what we're hearing isn't random, that something out there might be trying to say something. Imagine it, the universe, vast and silent for eons, suddenly shouting through the void in a flash shorter than a heartbeat. A cosmic scream that fades before we can ask what it was or who sent it. Each burst is a reminder of how fragile and deaf we truly are, straining to hear meaning in the static. For now, every answer ends in speculation. All we know for certain is this: somewhere, billions of light years away, something is still calling, and we still have no idea why. The star that beats like a heart, far beyond our solar system, past the clouds of dust and galaxies we can see, there are stars that don't just shine, they pulse. Like cosmic metronomes, they flare and fade in rhythms so precise they could almost be alive. Astronomers call them pulsars, dead stars that spin hundreds of times per second, sweeping beams of radiation through space like the light of a perfect cosmic lighthouse. But among the thousands discovered, a few behave very differently. Their pulses are too exact, too clean, too mechanical to be natural. One in particular repeats every 1.4 seconds, unwavering, flawless, as if it's not following physics, but a design. Another transmits bursts that shift over time, forming sequences eerily similar to binary code. These signals come from neutron stars, collapsed cores no wider than a city, so dense that a single spoonful would weigh billions of tons. They are the remnants of supernovas, supposed to be quiet tombs of matter, and yet they tick, endlessly, relentlessly, a rhythm written into the silence of the universe itself. Some scientists insist there's nothing unusual, that these perfect beats are just the result of magnetic fields and angular momentum, the physics of rotation. But not everyone agrees. There's something unsettling about how some pulsars behave, skipping and returning, as if something out there were correcting them, controlling them. It's hard not to hear intention in the precision, intelligence in the regularity. When you listen to the data, converted into sound, the pulses come alive, a heartbeat echoing through an ocean of darkness, a star that shouldn't be able to feel, feeling, a corpse that refuses to rest. And between each beat, a silence filled with questions we still can't answer. Maybe it's nothing but gravity and math. Or maybe the universe itself has a pulse, and this is the sound of it, the visitor that wasn't natural. In October 2017, a telescope in Hawaii detected something that didn't belong. It was small, silent, and moving fast, far too fast to be part of our solar system. It came from beyond the stars, past the sun once, and vanished forever. Astronomers named it Oumuamua, the messenger, or the scout. At first, they thought it was an asteroid, maybe a frozen fragment of a distant world, but it behaved like nothing ever seen before. Oumuamua had no tail, no dust trail, and no sign of melting as it approached the sun, completely unlike a comet. Yet as it moved away, it accelerated, as if pushed by something invisible. No known force could explain it. Its shape made the mystery even stranger. Long, thin, and smooth, like a shard of metal tumbling silently through space. It reflected sunlight unevenly, flashing brightly, then dimming, again and again, as if signaling. Nature doesn't carve objects like that. Something about it felt intentional. Theories spread quickly. Some said it was a fragment of a shattered exoplanet, kicked out during a cosmic collision. Others suggested a hydrogen iceberg or a rock coated in volatile gas. But those answers never fit the precise data. The acceleration remained unexplained, the surface too reflective, the motion too smooth. One voice, Harvard astronomer Avi Loeb, dared to say what others wouldn't. Maybe it wasn't a rock at all. Maybe it was artificial. A solar sail, perhaps, drifting through our system like a message in a cosmic bottle. No one could prove him right. Oumuamua escaped our reach before we could send a probe, leaving behind only echoes of numbers, trajectories, and questions. For a brief moment, humanity may have witnessed the first visitor from another world and watched it slip quietly away. Whatever it was, it reminded us of something profound. Space is open, ancient, and full of travelers we haven't yet met. And sometimes they pass right through our backyard, silently, deliberately, as if to remind us that we're not alone, only unprepared. The object that could break physics. It doesn't just bend the laws of the universe, it threatens to erase them. Astronomers call it one of the strangest discoveries ever made, an anomaly so vast, so incomprehensible, that its very existence suggests something is fundamentally wrong with our understanding of reality. Some think it's a cluster of unseen energy. Others call it a gravitational wound, a tear in the structure of space itself. Whatever it is, it doesn't behave the way anything in the cosmos should. We first noticed it not through light, but through its absence, a cold region of space where galaxies should exist, but don't. The cold spot, they named it, a void hundreds of millions of light-years wide. According to the laws of cosmic expansion, such a void shouldn't form naturally, yet it's there, perfectly still, as if something has drained energy from existence itself. Some scientists believe it may be a sign of another universe brushing against ours, a cosmic scar from a collision with the unknown, and that's only one contender. Others point to something even stranger, a cosmic structure so massive it defies light speed, the dark flow, galaxies drifting in one direction, against the pull of everything else, as if the entire universe is being dragged by an invisible force beyond its borders. We don't know what's causing it, only that it shouldn't be possible. Not according to Einstein, not according to anyone. It's as though some greater engine of reality, something outside our own cosmos, is tugging at us from the dark energy, multiverse collisions, gravitational anomalies that break the rules of time and space. Each theory more frightening than the last, because all of them lead to the same conclusion. Our universe is incomplete. The equations that built our reality might describe only a fraction of what truly exists. Maybe what we call laws are just local customs, parts of a deeper order we can't yet perceive. If this object, whatever it is real, then everything we know about physics, about cause and effect, about space and time, will need to be rewritten. And perhaps, as we stare into its void, trying to understand it, we should ask the one question that no model can answer. What if the universe isn't broken at all, but only revealing its true self? Before you leave, think about this. If the universe hides things that shouldn't exist, What else might be waiting in the dark, just beyond our reach? In the next story, we go deeper, into something even stranger, something that could change how we see reality itself. Don't look away, it's already begun.